I'm back with another freaking video. It's been probably a couple days now, but today officially starts 10 days of Nyy Uncensored. You will know everything that you don't know already, and if you do know it, you don't know the whole story, so guess what? Now you're gonna know the whole story. So officially, it starts today. Every day I'm sorry guys, if you keep hearing my phone going off, it's because my brother's going to court or whatever. My best friend's going to court. So I have him texting me right now to let me know everything that's happening, but he's not in court. He's like just on his way there. But and if you see me looking at my phone a lot, it's because all my notes are on my phone for this specific video itself. But right now we're gonna talk about my coming out story. Technically I have two in a way, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys both. The first one is probably they're both just as bad as each other, to be honest with you, but the first one I was younger, so it was terrible to me. Like, you feel me? Like, it was really sad. So I was a badass kid, thought I was bad as fuck over here, and like my parents were like the type of parents where they'll be like, oh, if I catch you in your phone, I'm taking it in the middle of the night, blah blah. So I thought I was bad, and I was on my phone or whatever, and my mom walked through my door, and she was just like, why are you on your phone? And I'm like, my phone went off, so I picked it up to look at it to see who was texting me. She was like, well, now you're gonna have to give it to me. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And when I gave it to her, it went off again, as if it wasn't just going off, I was texting somebody. So she was just like, oh, unlock your phone, tell me your password so I can see what you've been doing, da 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 da. So by this time, my heart is racing. Like, my mom does not know that I like females, plain and simple. Like, she just doesn't know. So my heart is racing or whatever, and I'm going crazy. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just like, okay, like, should I just like delete it and open it at the same time, or what? And at this point, I'm just sitting here like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna open it. She's gonna find out eventually. Just let it stay that way. So I unlocked the phone or whatever. I told her my password. She takes my phone out of the room. She goes in the kitchen. She sits in the kitchen. She sits at the back table, and she scrolls all the way to the top of my messages, and she starts reading them back to back. But mind you, I'm like a sophomore in high school. You know, that's when everybody gets their footing, and that's when everybody is just like, oh, I'm bad. I got hormones. Da 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 da. Like, every sophomore has freaking hormones. Like, that's probably the worst year for every sophomore. But basically, she read all my text messages, and when she was done reading all my text messages, she had walked in. She had called me from in the kitchen. She said, "Nyy, come here," and I'm like scared as fuck at this point. Like, I'm just like walking slow. Like, I don't want to walk up to her because I feel like I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do, what she's gonna say, like what's gonna happen. So when I get up to her, she's like, "Sit down." Mind you, this table is a 2-person sitting table, so I'm sitting like right here where I'm at, and my mom's sitting like maybe 2 feet in front, like 2-3 feet in front of me. And she was like, "Do you have to tell me anything?" And I was just like, "No, what do you want me to tell you?" Because why do I need to tell her? She already knows. She's just like, "So you're gonna sit here in my face and tell me you don't need to tell me anything?" I'm like, "I don't know what you want me to tell you." And I have an attitude, but you know, that's probably the worst thing to do right now is have a fucking attitude. But I have an attitude. I'm like, "No, I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, what do you want me to tell you?" So she gets mad or whatever, and she's snapping at me, but she's not screaming because, mind you, it's like the middle of the night. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. She's screaming at me, she's snapping at me, and she's like, "Drop your attitude," right? So she's like, "I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you have anything to tell me?" I was like, "Mom, I don't have anything to tell you. I don't know what you want me to tell you. You already read the text messages, right? So you already know everything." Yo, I never knew my mom had so much power in her hands until that day. My mom reached across the table so quick and just like slapped the shit out of me. I was like, and then I almost jumped back. That's the thing. At that age, you know, you always lit. Like, you ready. Like, as soon as somebody hits you, you're always ready to fight back, bro. Like, I caught myself because I almost hit her back. But, you know, you a kid, so you can't hit your mom back. Even as an adult, you still can't hit your mom back because your mom will beat it. Like, she would just beat your ass. Plain and simple. So after she found, sorry guys, my computer timed out. So if you hear me typing, that's probably why. After she found out whatever, and after I kind of added to her, she was like, you know what, you can go to bed. And she was like crying or whatever. She was like, how could you do this to me? Da da da. And then she had ended up going into the hospital or whatever because she was stressing, and I guess you could say it was because of me, but I didn't really care because she left my phone sitting right where it was sitting. And I had my phone while she was in the hospital, and she was gone for like a good month and a half. I really do feel bad about that situation because I didn't want her to find out that way, and the way I was acting, the way I was being disrespectful was not right on my behalf. And I really do apologize for that, even though she'll never be able to, she'll probably never watch this video. But I really do apologize for that, Mom. I love you. Like, at this point in time, me and her have like an amazing friendship, amazing relationship. Like, that's my mom. Story number 2. So story number 2, I'm a freshman in college. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of hiding. Like, I'm tired of like not telling my mom. I might as well just be 100, be straight up with her, tell her everything, and just get it over with. Let me see if I still have the notes, because if I do still have the notes, I can read it to you, because I should still have recently deleted it. Let me see. Let me see. It could be in my. I don't know if I still have the notes. I don't think I have the notes, but I'm gonna try and go off the dome and tell you guys what it said. Honestly, I don't fully remember what it says, but I would try to remember. Basically, Ashley's really interrupted me. Basically, I texted her, and the note, I don't really remember it, but I'm gonna go off the dome like I was saying before. I was like, Mom, honestly, this is probably gonna hurt you, and I don't know if it will hurt you or how it's gonna affect you. But I feel like at this point, I'm tired of hiding. I have to be 100 straight. I have to be straight up with you, and I don't want to not say anything, like not ignore the way I'm feeling anymore. So basically, I had wrote to her, and I was just like, Mom, I know this is gonna affect you really bad, and I just wanted to let you know that I like girls, and it's not just a phase like how you thought it was in high school. It's never gonna change. It's always gonna be that way. And honestly, nothing you do or say can change that. And like at this point when I'm writing, at first I had typed it up in my notes and kept rereading it and rereading it, and I was so scared to send it. And I had a girlfriend at the time, and basically I was, what you can say, in love with her. And I was with her that day when I was writing the letter, and she was just like, "But why are you telling your mom this? Why do you want to? Why do you?" She was like, "Why do you really want to tell your mom this?" Because I'm tired of hiding. And she was just like, "Oh, um, if you really want to tell her, I can either push you or I can give you that little, like push into doing it, or you can just copy and paste the note and I'll send it for you." And I was just like, honestly, I'm gonna just give you my phone and I'll copy and paste the note, but I just don't want to be in my phone when you send it, because I'm gonna back out because I'm scared. I'm like crying, like I'm like full on scared, because it's like, that's my mom. Me and her, after that happened in high school, we went back to perfectly good terms, but it took a minute. But yeah, we went back to good terms, and I didn't want to ruin that. And I was like, just send it. I'm tired of hiding. I don't wanna not talk about it anymore. I was like, I'm tired of hiding. I don't want to hide anymore. And I just want her to know. And the fact that, like, I was in love with her at that point, I really could it was like you know how when you're in love with somebody, you feel like you could be with them for like the rest of your life, and y'all could eventually get married. That's kind of how it was. Not even kind of. That is how it was. And I didn't want to, if and when get engaged to a female, and that comes as a surprise to my mom. My mom just like backs out, full on like just disowns me, things like that. But when I had sent her the note or whatever, um, she didn't text back for a very long time. I would text her and be like, "So you don't have anything to say, Mom? Are you gonna say anything?" She would just like read it and not reply, and basically completely shut me out for like a couple of days. And we was on terms where I was away at college. So you know how some parents when you're away at college for your first time, they want you to call them every single day, see how so they can see your face, know that you're okay, things like that. And at that point, when she didn't text back and she didn't say anything to me, I had hit like a depression, and I wasn't really talking to anybody. I would barely even talk to my girlfriend. I would just well, my ex girlfriend, but I'm speaking in past terms. I would barely even talk to my girlfriend. I would just like cry, just not speak to anybody. I'll be depressed. I wasn't even going to class for like a good week. I had to bring back up my grades because that really did drop it. It was like it was just really bad, and I didn't really know what to do. And my mom still wasn't talking to me. It took her, and I just stopped. Like it got to the point where we didn't speak for months, like months. And then one day she texted me, and she was just like, "Oh, if you don't call me, we're gonna have a problem." Da 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 da. And mind you, I'm in an Uber on the way to like this event with my girlfriend at the time. And sorry, guys, my computer timed out again. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, babe, can I borrow your headphones? And she's like, yeah. She gave me her headphones, and I called my mom. And my mom's having a whole conversation. We're trying not to argue with her because I'm sitting in the Uber. Like, I'm not gonna argue with her sitting in the Uber next to my girlfriend. And I'm sitting there, she's yelling at me, she's snapping at me. And I just started crying. My girlfriend's like, what's wrong? She's mouthing to me, asking me what's wrong. And I'm not saying anything. And then finally, like, we finally get off the phone. And I'm still crying. Like, I'm full on, like, crying. She's like, what happened? Like, what did she say? And when we got up to Uber or whatever, I started telling her, like, everything that happened. And all. She's like, and I was still, like, I was bawling. Like, it was, like, that bad. And, I was like, I don't want to be around my mom. Like, I don't really want to be near her. Like, she's making it all about her when it's really not. And she still has yet to even comment on what I have sent to her. She was just mad because I didn't speak to her for days, almost a month and a half. And when I had finally went home and I saw her for the first time, and she just looked at me, and I'm just like, so you could still speak to me every single day, but you still won't comment on what I sent you, that message I sent you. She was just like, you don't get to tell me when I can comment, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, but you literally shut me out, shut down for like a good month and a half, and you expected me to call you. Like, you weren't the only one that was going through something. I was too, because what I really needed from you was an answer. And she had went off on me again, and she was just like, oh, how could you do this to me? You're a disgrace. Blah, blah, like, this is unacceptable. Shit like that. Like, shit a normal Christian parent would say. And, she had also said to me that, she was like, what are you freaking apes? Because she was just like, what happened to believing in the Bible? And I was like, you really believe everything that the Bible says? Like, you really think a man parted the Red Sea? Like, you can't part an ocean? Like, things like that. Like, I was just being ignorant. Which, I mean, I still don't believe it, but I was just being ignorant towards her because I was angry. And she was making it all about her. And basically, it wasn't a good time. Like, after that argument happened, I honestly went back to school the next day because I didn't even want to finish staying for the whole entire weekend because at that point it's like the weekend's blown. Like there's no point. But that's about it. The video that that the video that conversation and that situation ended up being diminished completely. Like me and my mom don't talk about it. She's like, I don't care as long as it's not in my face. Things like that. So it's like, okay, you know what? At least she's trying to accept it while it's not in her face at the moment, instead of like having to forcefully accept it all in her face. Which originally that was gonna be my plan, but I can't do that to somebody like that. I can't do that to my mom. But now it's a lot different and it's a lot better. She doesn't really talk about it as much. She still knows that I do like females, and she knows that she can't change that. So at this point, we're just like working on how close we are and becoming like really close again. Because that only happened like what, a good year ago? Yeah, like a good year ago. It hasn't been that long. We still don't talk about it. We still haven't said anything about it. But I'm gonna end this video right here because that kind of was a little bit emotional, especially having to talk about my ex. You guys might hear about her in a different story time. But I'll be back with another video tomorrow because it's officially 10 days of Nyy Uncensored. I love you guys. I'll be back soon. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat. Bye, guys. Why you gotta fight when cheesecake? You know